We're moments away from getting to the game, but introduce us into it, Mirko.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the land of Dawn, right here. RRQ, HOSHI, and ONIC Esports in the grand finals. Welcome to game number 1. RRQ already pushing the pace here in the early game, trying to get that pressure in the mid lane, as it's going to be Drian and Keyboy forced to maybe back away right now. Drian is going to take actually switch sides here, and RRQ will be the ones clearing the waves faster.
Okay, so we have two mid-lane mage damagers here in the mid-side, so we're going to have to see how they can actually use this momentum, that maybe they can actually get a better early aggression, knowing that Lunox isn't too good here in the early game. But as you can see here on the bottom side, CW already putting a lot of pressure onto Xin here, knowing that Xin needs to be shut down from the get-go, especially on a hero scaling to the late game like Alice.
Yeah, I actually prefer RRQ HOSHI's draft here in the game. I feel like they're just better, like more well-rounded here. They have range, they have burst damage, they have consecutive damage, and it's just all around a pretty good composition. Whereas from the side of ONIC Esports, they don't really have a lot of front line, right? If RRQ are able to dive to that back line, which is exactly what their composition was designed to do, I don't think there's anything ONIC Esports can do to get away or maybe peel or cover for his carries.
Yeah. Maybe that's where Keyboy actually comes into play. Maybe he's the one supposed to be waiting in the midst of it all to take down someone who will actually go into very aggressively. Like RRQ HOSHI likes to play around, but as you can see here in the top side, Mountain Shocker hasn't popped off to get his team a little bit of vision here, to give some communication, as it seems like something might be brewing here, Mirko.
Yeah, something's brewing. Most definitely Albert going to pick up the first blood right now. Oh. Zarmoon connects onto 2. It's going to be Boots going in. Albert in a 1v3 situation, still trying to kind of win. That's going to be in a lot of damage as R7 jumps in with a lethal counter, unable to get the kill. It's going to be Drian picking up the front with a double kill, but a feather airstrike comes in, and Clay is forced to back away. It is going to be Turtle as the focus right now for the side of ONIC Esports, as they are just going to be able to burst it down. RRQ have no response for ONIC Esports early aggression.
Yeah, 2-for-0 trade there for the side of ONIC Esports, and another objective also taken for themselves. So not looking too good for RRQ HOSHI as of right now, as ONIC Esports are putting a lot of momentum here and taking the momentum for themselves. But as you can see here, Vin and Clay will be trying to take that middle lane here, taking away from Drian, and Sans being able to take his own bush. But here, actually, Xin goes a little aggressively, maybe looking for a pick somewhere.
For sure, on Esports again, CW on this all the scales unlimitedly. R7 and Boots already going at it in that XP lane. It is going to be Boots winning out on the trades and getting the clear right here, as both of the XP laners go for the recalls. But RRQ are waiting right now, waiting to get Sans in that picture, but it is going to be Sans just taking away with the retribution. Xin forced to use that flowing blood, and actually the predictions coming in from Gian, going and sniping him with that flowing blood.
Wow, amazing plays coming in from ONIC Esports, and honestly, I've seen a lot of those plays coming in from them, right? They're able over and over to be able to predict these movements, and I think RRQ HOSHI really need to give them the
opportunity, the momentum.
Yes, exactly. That is exactly what I meant there, Arashi. As now Boots as well as Sans are rotating towards the top side, putting a little pressure onto R7, but I think R7 will read this movement very, very well.
R7 doesn't just read the situation, but he also capitalizes on it. But RRQ are already bringing 4 members down to the bottom side. Drian and Keyboy are looking for it as well. Xin goes in for I'm offended. CW going to go catch chain CC, and that's going to be Xin picking up the kill with the help of Albert right there. As the Mountain Shocker comes in, Xin, RRQ will have to back away, but that was a clean dive from the side of RRQ, getting a kill on their side and putting themselves 2-2.
Yes, 2-2 indeed, but it seems like ONIC Esports are still leading in terms of resources here. They do have a 2k gold lead at the moment, as it seems like the turtle will actually spawn in the land of Dawn. So we're just going to have to see if both teams will be rotating towards that area, and it seems like RRQ HOSHI might have the upper hand here, getting a little setup here, opening up vision, but now Sans actually will be the one to start the turtle first.
Yeah, on Esports, Sans using the Yi Sun Shin to great effect already, trying to clear the waves, trying to clear the turtle, my bad, right here, as it is going to be oh my god, I'm already coming to the combo, is going to be able to burst them down. Now, the damage coming in, back at it again. Albert trying to go in all the way to the backside, lethal counter will be able to pick up the kills, and that's going to be Albert jumping around and getting away. The baby alien once again shows what he's made of here in game number 1. The team fight gods, RRQ HOSHI, man.
3 members down from the side of ONIC Esports. members just like that. Only traded for one member from RRQ HOSHI, and that is what we expect from RRQ. They are so good at turning these things around, Arashi.
And looking here, Albert already has the War Axe, so a lot of damage coming out from him, as well as R7 with similar items. And the Clay on the Lunox already scaling with the Clock of Destiny, as well as Sin. So despite having two heroes that really require some scaling, they are already taking the momentum early on in this match. That is a scary look for ONIC ESPORTS.
Look at the damage coming from Albert going in on a 1v3. He's going to be bursted down, but he will try to look for something as Sans picks up the shutdown. The game is not over. Sans is a scaling marksman in the jungle. This is going to be a huge shutdown to pick up for ONIC ESPORTS as Boots is waiting right there. Might look for a fight here, but I guess it is just way too risky. He needs to go back away as RRQ will be able to pick up that little Wanderer. Already rotating to the top side. Vin goes in for Time Offend. It connects onto Sans, but there's no follow-up just yet. The gold buff. Oh my god, Boots gets in. A falling star on the duel. Feather Airstrike comes in as well as R7 joins in the team fight. Not going to be able to be enough as Keyboy goes in for the stun. Sans is going to try to hit it onto R7, but the lethal counter will be able to dodge and dash away. R7, gotta be careful there. The Mountain Shocker almost takes him down as well, but both teams not dying.
Wow, no casualties in that previous team fight, and this is what we expect in the grand finals of the upper. Wait, what? What happened there as Keyboy actually gets picked off really early? I wonder what happened in that situation, but it seems like Albert will be rotating towards the top side, putting a little pressure onto Boots, knowing that Boots also does scale into the late game. They do want to try to shut him down early on, knowing that Boots has so much impact later on in the game stages. He just knows when to go in, when to make an impact for his team, and sometimes he can actually turn the tables around. But now, as you can see, it will be ONIC ESPORTS busy in their own jungle, as RRQ HOSHI are already opening towards that next turtle and taking it for themselves.
Uncontested turtle. Again, ONIC ESPORTS can't really contest here in the early game. They need to wait for their jungler to scale up for the Aldous and Farsa, and also Esmeralda. They're a full scaling composition, so if they do get to the late game fairly, it is going to be really good, as Vin is going to get chunked quite low right there, all ready to corner HP. ONIC ESPORTS will be able to pick up the pace here in this 7th minute of the game, but CW already going for a dive all the way to R7. Will be able to cancel it right before it hits the turret. That's going to be a kill onto Clay out of nowhere in the mid lane.
Wow, as Clay has to go down out of the Land of Dawn, and it is them just trading kills, and now the gold is actually equal. Both teams sitting at a 21.6k gold at the moment, as Vin was trying to look for a pickoff onto any members of the side of ONIC ESPORTS, but unfortunately will not be able to connect it just yet. But honestly, Vin has actually played really well on this route. He's being able to pick off a lot of members coming in from the side of ONIC ESPORTS.
Huge right now as Albert goes in for the purple buff. Will be able to take it for himself. ONIC ESPORTS though, even though they're losing in kills, they are winning in turrets. Getting 100 gold lead is pretty good for them, considering that again, they are a late game composition.
And with that composition, they really need to try and buy some time, but instead of doing that, they're just actually going really aggressively, and RRQ seems to be a bit struggling to actually deal with the with the aggression and with how much CW is farming right now, because he's been left alone for quite a while, and he's for sure accumulating a lot of stacks, and here R7 goes to try and stop this whole process.
Oh, but wait a minute, CW is going to go all the way there, Eterna.
Yes, it seems like CW will be going all the way there, but not too much. Really disciplined plays coming in from CW. He doesn't want to commit onto anything just yet. But look at that! It will be Keyboy getting caught in this bad situation. Rian using movement just to escape. Sans doing what he can, and Zin going very aggressively on to Boots, but now it will be Boots giving it back to them with the falling star moon, as Rian will be forced to escape as of right now, but Boots is the center of all the attention here coming in from RRQ HOSHI, but then they are able to get out of that. So a 1-for-1 trade right now.
CW though has been hitting freely on that top side. Zin will go in for the Falling Blood. Immobility has been used, but CW has a lot of damage. Zin wins out in the long prolonged trades, but he has to be careful because he does not lifesteal. He doesn't heal that much just yet. He goes to the winning waves, getting a lot more health back in, but it's gonna be RRQ already rotating 3 members here to the top side. CW will look to try to maybe ult out of this fight, as that's gonna be the Lord actually chunked down by ONIC ESPORTS. They're trying to run away, and Aldous will be able to right now. He's going to get cancelled instantly by CW. Is still going to be able to get away with the Lord taken away. That's beautiful by ONIC ESPORTS. What a very 5-head play from the gold laner from the side of ONIC ESPORTS. Getting that absolutely brilliant.
What? Okay, RRQ HOSHI really loves that pickoff play, and ONIC Esports capitalized on that very, very well. And CW was able to buy so much time for his team, and now it is actually the Lord in their hands, pushing into the base of RRQ. And honestly, that was brilliant, guys.
Man, that was beautiful from the side of ONIC Esports. Getting the distraction in the top side and instantly knowing that, okay, RRQ HOSHI, they're going to commit to that dive. They're going to commit to that gang in the top side. Let's just go for the objective. Let's get the Lord right now in RRQ. They're getting completely out-macroed in this game, even though they got 7 kills to 6, 3 turrets to 1, and that Lord says otherwise.
Yes, and ONIC Esports are doing what they do best. It shows in the statistics that ONIC Esports are actually a very... Wait, what?
That's
Zin
the power
gets caught out of the bat. Wait, what? Okay, Zin is actually the one to get picked off first, and now it is ONIC Esports with 5 man over a 4 man here, aside from RRQ HOSHI, and we're just gonna have to see how ONIC Esports will do.
Look at that, 5,000 gold lead now. The airstrike has been popped. Alberto going into the backside, almost one-shotting Drian as he is forced to back away. That's a lot of damage. You do not want this man to be able to dive like that. You want some cover right here because you can see there the damage from Albert, literally almost one-shotting Drian, and this is going to be the mountain shot to reveal everyone on the map. RRQ needs to be very, very careful in these fights, so ONIC needs to be careful as well. But look at that, hashtag battle has been won by Viva RRQ for now, but where are you guys at, man? Your team is winning. Hashtag go ONIC or hashtag Viva RRQ, because the hashtag battle will continue. Vin already dashing into the front. I'm afraid it has been used on the CW. A lot of damage coming in, but the airstrike will be able to zone everyone away as Sans joins in the team fight, going in onto Vin. It is going to be a lot of damage placed onto both of the teams, but R7 is going to get bursted down. Sans dashes in one more time to kick up the kill, as that's going to be Albert dashing away, dashing in, and dashing out. So ONIC Esports have picked up 1-0 as they're looking for the base right now. The siege will continue, and that's ONIC Esports picking up the inhibitor turret as well.
Honestly, I didn't expect this coming in from ONIC Esports. They are putting up a fight against RRQ HOSHI. RRQ HOSHI aren't looking too good. They are getting picked off all across the board, and now it is ONIC Esports actually leading with a 7k gold. And honestly, Arashi, how is this possible?
Well, they're just actually macroing so well, and the pickup potential again coming in from Keyboard. It's just a style that he really enjoys doing, and now on a hero like the Eudora, he has the option of even making the huge burst all on his own without waiting for his team. So it's a very risky situation because there is no front line as far as the mid game goes, but when they're this ahead, and when the CW on the Aldous can serve as the front line later on, I think this was a very smart and very aggressive strategy coming in from the side of ONIC Esports. As we look at the items, he has a Genius one and also a Holy Crystal, and with the Genius one lowering the magic resistance, there's a lot of synergy coming in with the Esmeralda as well as the Farsa on his team. So Drian now with the Clock of Destiny, Lightning Trench combo can just burst down all the squishier members on the side of RRQ HOSHI, and if they itemize to go against this magical burst, they're gonna fall victim to CW and the huge amount of nuke he has on the Aldous.
Yeah, but look at that, CW gonna caught in the midst of everything going. No, turning out the fight. It's gonna be Sans picking up a double kill right now, looking for more right now. Sin is gonna be bursted down. That's Sans with a triple kill. He's looking for the Savage right now. The Maniac will be picked up, and R7 is the only one standing. Sans going in again. He got the Maniac at the Evos. He'll get the Savage against RRQ. ONIC is insane. They'll pick up a wipe out. 5-0 as ONIC Esports takes the lead in the best of 7.
What was that? That was brilliant plays coming in from ONIC Esports, and a Savage, our first Savage in the playoffs.